So fourth section on the cruiserweights. So yeah, after Johnny Nelson beats Cole Thompson in Derby in the 5th round, we go from there. So May the 15th, 1999, Johnny Nelson wins and points over 12 rounds against Bruce Scott from Jamaica in Sheffield, England. August the 7th, 1999, Johnny Nelson wins in the 4th round against Willard Lewis from Canada in Dagenham, England. September the 18th, 1999, Johnny Nelson wins on points over 12 rounds against Sion Asipele from Tonga, I think, Las Vegas, Nevada, that was in. Then November the 6th, 1999, Johnny Nelson wins by KO in the 4th round against Christopher Gerard of France in Widnes, England. April the 8th, 2000, Johnny Nelson wins in the 7th round by retirement Pietro Urino against Pietro Urino from Italy in London, England. October the 7th, 2000, Johnny Nelson wins in the 5th round against Adam Watt from Australia in Doncaster, England. January 27th, 2001, Johnny Nelson wins on points against George Arias from Brazil in London, England. July 21st, 2001, Johnny Nelson wins on points over 12 rounds against Darcelo Dominguez of Argentina in Sheffield, England. April the 6th, 2002, Johnny Nelson wins by KO in the 8th round against Ezra Sellers from the US in Copenhagen, Denmark. Then November the 23rd, 2002, Johnny Nelson drew with Guillermo Jones from Panama. He come up a lot of weights, Guillermo. Can't remember specifically how many, but quite a lot of weights he come up to fight at Cruiser. Not even fought heavy, I'm not sure. But he come up a lot of weights from Derby, England. Again, I think also, yeah, he's been done for some sort of story. But anyway, I digress. So November the 15th, 2003, Johnny Nelson wins on points against Alexander Petkovic from Germany in Bayreuth, Germany. September the 4th, 2004, Johnny Nelson wins in the 7th round. Referee stops the fight against Rudiger May from Germany in Essen, Germany. Yeah, Essen, Germany. November the 26th, 2005, Johnny Nelson wins on points over 12 rounds against Vincenzo Cantator. Johnny Nelson announces his retirement because of a recurring knee injury. Enzo Macquinelli declared the interim champion. Yeah, so had a bit of a reign there, Johnny Nelson, from the Winker Bank stable, which used to house a few good fighters there, Ryan Rhodes, Brendan Ingle's stable there, Winker Bank, Nazim Mohammed, again, just a few to mention there, there's more, but again, so here we go, October the 14th, 2006, Enzo Macquinelli wins in the 1st round. Referee stops the fight against Mark Hobson from England in Manchester, England. On April 7th, 2007, Enzo Macquinelli, he's from Wales, wins in the 1st rounds. Referee stopped the fight against Bobby Gunn, the old world bare knuckle champion, in Cardiff, Wales that was. And then the 21st of July 2007, Enzo Macquinelli wins on points against Wayne Braithwaite from Guyana in Cardiff, Wales. November the 3rd, 2007, Enzo Macquinelli wins in the 4th round Referee stops the fight against Mohamed Azoui from France in Cardiff, Wales. Enzo Macronelli being part of the stable of the Kawasakis, Enzo Macronelli and all that. Joseph Kawasaki. So, WBC and WBA and WBO titles. March the 8th, 2008, David Haye wins in the second round. Referee stops the fight against Enzo Macronelli in London, England. Haye relinquishes the titles to box at heavyweight. Yeah, so WBC title now. So October the 24th, 2008. Giacomo Fragomeni from Italy wins on a technical decision in the 8th round against Rodolphe Kraj from Czechoslovakia. In Milan, Italy for the vacant title. May 16, 2009, Giacomo Fragomeni draws with Christoph Voludakis. That's the one I struggle with. In Rome, Italy. November the 21st, 2009, Zsolt Erdi from Hungary wins and points against Giacomo Fragomeni in Kiel, Germany. Erdi relinquishes the title in January 2010 to return to heavyweight. May the 15th, 2010, Krzysztof Voludakis from Poland wins. Referee stops the fight against Giacomo Fragomeni in Lodz, Poland. September the 25th, 2010, Krzysztof Voludakis wins and points over 12 rounds against Jason Robson from the US in Warsaw, Poland. April the 2nd, 2011, Krzysztof Voludakis wins on points over 12 rounds against Francisco Palacios from Puerto Rico. That was in Poland by the Godkites. Again, I'll be butchering that, but hey ho. So, November the 30th, 2011. Krzysztof Voludakis wins and points over Danny Green from Australia in Mount Claremont, Australia. Right, so September the 22nd, 2012, Krzysztof Voludakis wins and points over Francesco Palacios. Again, in Wrocław, Poland. June 21st, 2013, Krzysztof Voludakis wins. Referee stops the fight in the 8th round against Rakim Chakiev. In the 8th round, referee stops the fight in Moscow, Russia. December the 6th, 2016, Krzysztof Voludakis wins. Referee stops the retired, shall I say, by retirement in the 6th rounds against Giacomo Fragomeni in Chicago, Illinois. September the 27th, 2014, Grigory Drodz from Russia wins on points over 12 rounds against Krzysztof Wojtkiewicz from Poland in Moscow, Russia. May the 22nd, 2015, Grigory Drodz wins. Referee stops the fight in the 9th round against Lukasz Janik from Poland in Moscow, Russia. May the 29th, 2016, Tony Bellew from England wins. Referee stops the fight against Alanga Makabu from DR Con. Not sure what that is. And again, in Liverpool, England. October the 15th, 2016, Tony Bellew wins in the 3rd round. Referee stops the fight against BJ Flores from the US, Liverpool, England. I remember seeing that fight. And again, April the 1st, 2017, Marius Bredis from Latvia wins on points over 12 rounds against Marco Huck of Germany in Dortmund, Germany. September the 30th, 2017, Marius Bredis wins on points against Mike Perez from Cuba in Riga, Latvia. So let's walk this over. From here, straight up. So from there. Now it's the WBA title. When David Haye beat Gene Mormack for the WBC and WBA titles, November the 7th, 2007, he was, as Mormack had been recognised as the super champion, so he was by the WBA, so Furat Aslan retained recognition as champion. May the 3rd, 2008, Furat Aslan wins on points over 12 rounds against Darnell Wilson from the US in Stuttgart, Germany. September 27th, 2008, Guillermo Jones from Panama wins in the 10th round. Referee stops the fight against Furat Arslan from Hamburg in Hamburg, Germany. October the 2nd, 2010, Guillermo Jones wins in the 11th round. Referee stops the fight against Valery Brudov from Russia in Panama City, Panama. November the 5th, 2011, Guillermo Jones wins. Referee stops the fight against Michael Marone from the US in Hollywood, California. Jones was stripped of the WBA title for refusing to box Denis Lebedev, and he was upgraded from the interim to full champion. December 17th, 2011, Denis Lebedev wins by KO against Santander Salgado from Colombia, Mayakinino, Russia, that's where it was. The WBA sanctioned the following for the interim title, and I just realised I made a mistake earlier on the Hollywood. Said it was in Florida, it's California. Hey ho. December 17th, 2011, Denis Lebedev wins by KO against Santander Salgado from Colombia in the 4th round by KO in Mayakinino, Russia. WBA sanctioned the following for the interim title, and I'll leave it there.